fucking deleted. That's ridiculous. Where the fuck did it go?
Yeah. And that's the second time now recently. So when it comes to technology, you always got to write it down. Right, when it comes to important people, things for important people. Now, I'm just going to do a little conversation, everybody, about what I just discussed with Emma about technology. And I've asked her, I said, now that you've had it twice, do you notice that technology is not reliable, right? It's actually quite pathetic. It's never been reliable. It's always been presented cooler, everybody, when it comes to technology. But it's always, definitely for the poor, the same. Like, here's a new phone, but you're going to have new problems, new bullshit, right? Because it's always the same in these ranks. And they just do all this digging and destroying. It's part of the devil's plan to get you to want and to keep doing what it does and what you need to do for it behind the scenes. Go dig mine and go do this and go do that. So you, the lower class that does most of the work, have the shit. Right? And the stuff that really does work, well, that goes to the rich. Right? You never get the good stuff. Right? They just use you all the time. And so the middle class and the poor shouldn't rely on technology. Technology is still in its infancy, right? And yet they want to talk about AI with it. Right? Oh, she's found it. Cool. It's not deleted this time.
I accidentally put it in the archive folder instead of the normal folder, so I didn't delete it. It's all good. I got it back. And I screenshot it, so in case you don't delete it,
Cool.
I got it.
Cool. But I can still talk my point, everybody. Because it's happened before. Yeah. And so when it comes to certain things, and then it happens a lot, so when it comes to this list getting deleted or lost, I've advised that you write it down as well. So just in case, it's a backup thing. It takes 2 seconds. Write down important things, like if you're going to go somewhere, write down a quick map. Don't rely on GPS. Get the GPS, get the map, quickly write it down on a map piece of paper, just in case that GPS goes off. And that's what you need to think. You go, what happens if that GPS goes off? We're in technology, they say it's great, but it's not. They don't go slow with technology and do it right and bring out the great stuff. It's all about money. And because it's all about money, technology is just shit. And everyone's mining, and everyone's doing because they're doing, and I can do it. And if they're getting away with that much mining, it's just a standard rah, 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 right? And people start to get reliant and thinking that they need all this stuff to function too when it comes to technology, and you don't, right? You can easily, like with maps, you can look in an old book back in the day, which is what the computer's doing for you, just speeding things up. But if it's not reliable, what it'll do for you is it'll trap you every now and then, right? Which is very annoying, which is why you need in your car books. Still should be selling maps and books. They're hard to get now because everyone goes, well, you got technology. Yeah, but it's constantly screwing people. At least the book, you screwed yourself. Right? Now you get trapped by technology. You go, what am I going to do? I relied on technology. You see? Even the birds give me a little sign about it. Right? And so when it comes to important things, you got to make sure that you always have the old way that's reliable, or something that you know is reliable. Right? Don't have to be an old way. You just got to look at it like that. What happens if this happens? Right? So every sector needs to have that, because when they don't, what happens? We see everybody? Everyone's confused. They go, we can't do service. Well, you could, because you left behind. Right? You upgraded too quickly and didn't realise the bad outcomes that can still happen as you're the guinea pig. When it comes to technology out there, everyone, there's such a rush of putting it out. You're usually the guinea pig of the problem. Right? And then you got to complain hard enough to get the scientists to go, all right, here's another phone back, we'll stop doing that. We might not do that to you then, Mr. Guinea Pig, because you're complaining, we'll pull you out and just let them keep going with the test. Stuff like that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But it's talked about. That's what they do, and it's sad. And things like this, all governments all around the world, to get it to stop, needs to get it to stop. But you got to start somewhere, eh? The old saying, we've got to start somewhere, gets lost and confused these days. Everyone goes, we don't know where to start. Well, when they look into a shed full of junk, it's like, well, what junk should we keep and have? And how are we going to start that? You know what I mean? To clean up this area and to make it more right, instead of all screaming about the end and running out of materials, when there's really plenty of plenty if you don't waste and do things right and get things that are recyclable and don't worry about things that are not. And stuff like that. Hey, Bubbers, yeah. And I'm going to go out and give these babies their second feed time. It's due. Around 4ish. As they're looking around and going, you going to come out? All right, I'll even do who wants to watch. What we're going to do, eh? Baby to say hello this time. Now, just don't mind this piece here. For Roxy, as I was talking about. It's a love heart. It's going to hang out of like a cave. It's kind of loops down this way. So you've got love heart that curls up with a little flap this way. Comes up. Flicks up, comes up that way. It's back up that way. And flicks down that way. Comes back in. So it covers in this way. And then flicks up that way. Kind of thing. And I'm just working out some stones that are hard for colouring. Try to work out what I'm going to use. So these are meant to be like the lighty pinkies, the darky greenies. It's a lucky guess when you go to do it when it comes to these ones. So let's play around with a little bit. It takes a bit longer. Trying to get it to be the right colour, but a mixture in a way, as this is a cavey kind of look, but some sort of style. You know what I mean? Comes that. There is some food. I've got to just do a little bit more bread now. There's some bread here pre-made. Here's some bread we done earlier. A couple of little mouldy bits there too. Oh, starting to get a couple of mouldy at the top here. Oh. No. One hand is yet. I'm just doing a couple of handles. There we go. Dunk. Man. And look at the compost there. Now, warm up. Okay, quickly take that to the compost there. But they had some fun. I was seeing them out there playing. I like to watch. I might just pick that up for a quick second. It's alright. Hey, Bubbas. Hey? There's a little greeter here. Usually stays closer. Not going to say hello though, are you? I'm just going to hang around it. Hang on, hang on. There you go. Let's just pick up the string. Do. As you can see, there's a bit more than what it was last year. There's a little bit. Squishy. No, squishy. Hello. Get that slimy feeling. Squishy, slimy. There we go. Do. Hey, buddy out in the tree here, Lily. But there's no wheel here. Oh, screaming at me from the big tree over here. And I went out to give the cat some milk. Cat milk. Can we treat it? Camouflage as well. Yeah, we'll go compost with this. No, we'll go in here. I was going to go back then, but the birds are already back. Well, that's a compost again. And I have the compost in the back corner. Sorry about the fogginess, but I think the screen's a little dirty. Bags here from yesterday. Oh. Trying out some chicken bones up here. because I'm going to make something cool out of bones. I'm stocking up something at the moment. And we'll see what wild tomatoes and what comes back. A lot of these plants come back. Some die out. In the next probably month to 2 months, max, you should start recovering out here. Yo, hang on. Alright, see you later.